back there on the route, and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throwing on the run. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. His play will be overturned. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Carr. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
When you're trying to throw the ball down from the 1-yard line, it's going to have to be a bang-bang play, right? Quarterback making a quick read, getting it out quickly, receiver being ready for it. All three of those things happen for the offense, scoring that touchdown.
Makes the grab for the 2, and now they climb to within 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Illegal touchdown.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. The running back has it. Runs through a tackle. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here come the Irish back on offense. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick open things up. They'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Love. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This drive will open from the 15. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Creates a little room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Blazers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. The throw. Oh, it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Going right to work up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right down the gut of the field. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Turns it loose. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He fires one deep over the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop.
Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Kitna. Got his man quickly. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, but because of the hit, incomplete pass.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grab near the sticks. It's Hooks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. Plows through the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Kitna. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blazers. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively,
he's looking deep. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. Sprinting away! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
and what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Quarterback moving. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blazers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw, knows.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their... They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Dropping back, it's Kitna. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's caught. It's Jackson. At the 45 on his way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touch pass on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. With the catch, it's Flanagan. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The give to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. And they keep
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Steps away. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fella, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like your security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. And they couldn't get it out of their own end, and the ball will come to rest at the 45-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carr. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the...
Breaks into the open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Got it set up on the outside. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Blazers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Blazers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Touchdown, UAB! And that one will give them the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Carr. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sideline. Get enough for the 1st down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these all.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got enough. Down, they'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got it in the middle. It's Bob. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Find some fresh air. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Floats it out in space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second and goal for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They give him the rock again on second and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. At the 45 on its way. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Kitna. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt them. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Carr. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. The inside handoff. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there.
Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to throw, it's Kitna. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of scored points, they always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you